Hello everyone, Nicole here with Blue Satin Designs, and today I wanted to show you what I came up with to keep all my ideas for junk journals in one place. So I was drawing stuff, the different pages that I wanted to remember, and I would keep templates in these protective sleeves, but I just wanted one place to keep everything. And so instead of making a normal junk journal where I sew in the pages, I wanted something where I could keep adding to it. And this one is actually based off of the Midori Traveler's Notebook. So the outside here, first of all, is I wanted to remember something that I did on this journal. So I did some ribbon, I put some beads here, and inside I sewed the signatures onto this cardboard, and then I sewed it onto the cover, you can see in there, and then I put the ribbon on the side to make the closure. So I wanted to remember that. Once that sews, then I would want to remember how to make that. So this one I just used some scrap pieces. So this ribbon is an extra piece, and it's kind of too big for this, but that's okay for this journal. And I noticed that this fabric doesn't really work well with this style because you can tell where the ribbon is and you could tell where the lines are from everything. And then I also wanted to do something different on the inside. So I'll show you first. This ribbon's really not good for this because it makes a big knot in the middle, and it's just pretty big for the bow that you tie. But the inside, I'll show you here. So whenever I would want to add something to the journal, I can just take this signature out, add something to it, and then there's these elastic bands that I can put the signature back in. That one's falling off. And put that back in the elastic band. And I have 4 signatures in here right now. And then this fabric was a little too flimsy, so I had to add this cardstock to help it be a little more sturdy. And so I'm just going to go through each page, and in this I have only ideas, so there's not really any regular papers to write on and everything that you would normally have in a junk journal. So this is just ideas. So here, this first one, I took some paper cardstock like this and another cardstock, and I just tape it on the side, and then you can write on the inside here. This one I took a square piece of paper and just folded it diagonally and then folded it in half again, and then I can put something in there. And this tag here I made from alcohol inks, and then I punched the bottom and put some ribbon on it, and you can write on the back of it. This one I took 2 pieces of paper that are the same size, tape the top and bottom here, and then you have a nice little pocket to put something in. So this is just a piece of cardstock cut in a circle. And you could also, instead of taping on the top, you could tape on the side, and then you could have a pocket on the top part of it. This one is tracing paper, and I just folded it, the top down and the bottom up to here, and I glued it. And I don't like how the glue looks, so I put a piece of tape here. And then I cut it diagonally like this so that it's easier to take out the inserts. And so this first one is just a rectangle. This one is a rectangle, but I added another piece of paper, just folded it, and then glued it on there. And that just helps taking it out of there. This one I just folded a piece of paper in half. And this last one is a little tag with multiple pieces of paper, and then I added some ribbon here. The other side of this one, I put in here a little book. So I just took some little pieces of paper and then just staple it on the inside. Here I have an insert that was made with a piece of cardstock and a picture that I took, and I just printed it black and white or grayscale and on cardstock, and then put tape on the side here. Here is a belly band, and this one's a little wider than usual, but I just glued it up here and then down there, and I just have this insert in there, and I just fold it in half and then round the corners. Here I have a paper clip with an envelope that just has a little piece of paper in there, and another one of my pictures that I rounded the corners for this one. Here I have an envelope, which I'll show you. I folded the bottom of it, and then that way you can use the top part here. And I have just this little insert that was made from different size scraps, and I just love how all the different sizes of them. And then I put a brat on it so you can move these and write on the back. Here I just took a piece of paper and I punched only the middle portion of the side here, and on the other side I punched the whole side. In the middle, this one I took a long piece of paper, so 12 inches tall, and I folded it in half first to make this top pocket, and then I folded it again to make this portion, and I just cut out a triangle here so I can have a little insert there. This side I kept open so I can put a journaling card there. And then this top part I taped the side so I can only put in something from the top. And same on this side. This one I punched the corners like that. And this one's just some scraps with a brat there. Here I put some lace with some paper that's been folded in thirds. And so that is the second signature. Here I have some paper with a lace punch out there, and then some paper. I love using coloring pages in my junk journals, and I like when they're small like this. I think that's nice. This one I just took a piece of paper, folded the bottom up, and it becomes a pocket. On this side I left the pocket open because I wanted a big insert to fit there. On the other side I closed it with some tape so that I could just fit this laminated bookmark in here. I just used some ribbon and some paper like that. This insert is a picture that I took with that I put photo corners on here, and this is just a piece of paper, and you can write on the back. Here's a doily that I just folded in half. This one, so both sides here, you can fold the side in half, or not half, but fold it inwards, and you can write on this, or if you fold it inwards and put tape here and here, you can have a pocket. Okay, this one I folded a piece of paper in half this way, and I added some tape here that I can put something in the top So I have this tag that is folded in half, and then there's a brat on top. And then on this side I left it open so that I can put a big journaling card in there. And this journaling card is made with a map background and then just regular plain cardstock that I punched the corners and I just glued it on. So you can write a list here of places that you want to go to or something, and then you can also write on the back. That just goes on the side there. And then here I have a horizontal belly band, which I made with some music paper, and then I just put a sheet of book paper there. Here I have just a card there, but I have this paper clip, which I added a safety pin with some little beads on it. Here I added some trim on the side. This doily was a bigger one, and so I folded in half upwards, and then I folded in half so that it makes this little pocket. And inside I just have an envelope with a piece of paper in there. Here I have a little book that I glued onto the page, and I just stapled the middle here. So this one I just used some plain cardstock, and then I took a pattern paper here and just folded it in half to make the pockets. On this side I left it open, and then on this side I glued it there, and so then you can have a insert in there. Here I took a folded piece of paper and I just taped it to the top. This one I took a piece of ribbon and just glued it here and here, and then you can put a big journaling paper in there. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe and give it a thumbs up for more videos like this. You can also connect with me on Instagram and Etsy. See you next time.